Yeah, no, I felt great. Just taking what was presented for me through the course of the game and picking my spots out there. But a lot of those looks just came in the flow of it. Sort of our us getting stops and getting out there, and me just taking advantage of certain situations. So, I felt good. I thought as a collective group, we did a good job of just composing ourselves tonight. It's a tough loss, but this is what the playoffs is about. It's about making adjustments and being ready for the next night.
What's the lesson you learned in that fourth quarter for the game?
I would just say how much the little things add up, right? You could look at the offensive boards, 50-50 balls out there, the turnovers that hurt us as well. So for us, every game's learning experience as well. But those are a few things that we can take. Defensively, gave up too many threes for them. Let certain guys get hot out there that can hurt you. And we just got to do better with our overall execution on the defensive end, especially in that fourth, giving up 40 points. That's way too many points in a playoff game.
I was going to ask about that, just the fourth quarter, just kind of what got going early that made that run to start.
I just thought the turnovers led to easy baskets for them, right? Like, you could look at that last, 4 minutes, like, too many fast break layups for them. But then, certain guys got in there, got hot, and got hot from making threes as well. That hurt us. So, it was overall, but I thought for the majority of the game, we did a really good job of staying composed out there. I'm proud of our group, and I know we'll make an adjustment and be ready for game two.
The outlook of this game is obviously still really fresh, but when the fourth quarter collapse kind of happened for you guys, that could easily rock a team that has a lot of first timers here on the playoff stage. Just what would you say the team's confidence level is at right now?
All-time high. We're in the playoffs. We know what time. We know what time it is. We don't have anybody in there pouting or holding their head down. We know what we're made of. We know we work so hard for every single day of the year of this season. We're ready for game two. We'll come in tomorrow, watch some film, get on the court, do some things to help us improve and make some adjustments. But this group is always about bouncing back and making sure that our focus and our energy level is where it needs to be. And that's why the vets like myself are here to make sure this group spirit is up. It's the best time in the world to play basketball, best time of year to play basketball in the NBA playoffs, and we're excited and we're embracing this challenge. So, drop our first game, but we'll be ready to go for game two.
It looked like right after the game, to the point you were just making, you made a point to go right over to the bench and start kind of encouraging people. As soon as the buzzer sounded, is that part of what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's a series, right? And you can't get too high, you can't get too low. Each team will make an adjustment. But overall, it's about the mentally just staying locked into the moment and being ready for the next game, no matter what. And I think for us, this was obviously for this group, guys having first-time playoff experience, is just understanding, it stinks to lose, but it's all about how you come back next night.
Tobias, what's your honest assessment of Cade's playoff debut?
I thought he did good. I think for him, there's some adjustments that myself and him just talked about that he can make out there. But overall, I thought his energy in terms of doing the right thing for the group is always in a pure position, night after night. The guy wants to win more than anybody, wants to lead this team in the way that he's done all season long. And it's only going to get better for him game by game with experience, with being able to see the reads, being able to see how teams are defending him, him seeing the court and seeing where he can make plays and where he can pick up our defenses. So, obviously we knew coming into the game that there was going to be a heavy emphasis on getting the ball out of his hands and making him take tough looks. And so, my honest assessment is that I just know that he's going to get better game through game, the more experience. He'll be able to look at the film and figure out ways that he can improve for himself and our group. But overall, in the first game, I thought he did a great job out there for us as a leader of this team because, I don't really care about like offensive production. I know when we come in that huddle, his energy is in the right place of us trying to win a basketball game. That's all you can ask for a guy like that.
Tobias, can you speak on what was clicking for you guys during those first 3 quarters, especially in the third quarter?
Mhm.
You scored, I think it was 36, 38.
Yeah, I mean, our defense was leading to our offense out there, and I just thought it was a lot to do with our energy, the way the ball was moving as well. As we touched on the turnovers in the fourth, and some offensive boards that happened there, some plays hurt us, the 50-50 balls. But all throughout, the third quarter, we were just clicking really. There was a few possessions there that made them close in on the league, but something that we'll go and watch the film on and figure out ways to kind of minimize that game too.
All right, Tobias, one last question.
Yeah.
As part of the message, we obviously follow back on this question about when you go in there, talk to the team when the game's ending, be encouraging. It's part of the message also, let's stay together, we got calm down, we'll be fine. I guess speak a little bit to the messages when you're talking to the team at that moment.
Yeah, you got to know it's heavy emotions in the game, first playoff game on the road. But it's really about just clearing the game out, watching it, evaluating, seeing. Obviously every player will go back, watch their own film, right? And so, as you're watching that film, like really looking at plays where you could have made to help the group, right? Not necessarily just individually, and coming back and just being ready with the same spirit, same attitude that you came into game one with. Not putting too much pressure on yourself night in, night out, and just being ready to do whatever you can for the group to win. And it's keeping our head high. Like, it's one game, it's a series. This is part of playoff basketball. It's how you really respond. I think it's one of the biggest things in this league. And so I'm excited to see how we go respond to this challenge.